They've been down all game. Like literally, I had the scoreboard up, the score spot. Oh God, 1 minute to go. Chat, we are going to be an impromptu sports stream here for about 2 minutes. Well, we're on the full screen, so really doesn't care what we have right now, but I want to see this. This is just a little bit of nuts. Makes a lot of sense. How did they not break the table? I think WWE realizes that their non-compete really doesn't work. I am the table. Oh, here we go, Strays. There's the Bulldog. Into the pin. Uh-oh. And last one for the chair. And Trish steals the victory. We needed something like that to end it. Somebody gets caught in an animation. That's the only way you win these matches.
And his opponent, from Little Rock, Arkansas, weighing in at 219 pounds, Trish.
He even has the Daniel Bryan run. Let's go. You get 2 women, I get a man and a woman. So. Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight. This show is
Super Kick!
Let go! Let go!
Let go! Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. No. This life is going great! Let's go!
She's healthy.
Let's go!
Is she healthy?
Yeah!
Apparently she's back.
Hey, yo, 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 and away we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Maximum Carnage edition of the Mike the Ref Twitch stream here tonight. I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody's had a great week. I'll be honest, I've been off the last couple days, a little behind. Sorry I haven't been on as much as I really wanted to because, life happens and such, and yeah, it's been one of the craziest weeks of work that I've had in a very long time. So, unfortunately, by the time I get home, I can barely move. So, I'm not even getting in front of my controllers. So, but you know what? We're here. I've done some tinkering over at on Backbreaker Pro Wrestling while I had a little bit of time. But also, just getting ready for an absolute fantastic card tonight. Only 4 matches announced so far, where we've had. So the main event's going to be MJF and MJF and Bandido, which is going to be a fantastic match. I think people don't realize how good Bandido really is when it comes to that level. Like, a lot of people see him as a tag champ. Some people see him as an ROH champ. But realistically, this could be one of the bangers of the year if they give it the time it deserves. You also have the champs. Apparently, they're called the Cosmic Babes of Wrath. Now, sure. Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron, and Chris Statlander, they're going to be taking on the Triangle of Madness, Tekla, Julia Hart, and Sky Blue. So that'll be interesting. We're also going to get Darby Allin and Pac, which I think is going to be a much ado about nothing match, to be honest with you. I think this one gets thrown out, and maybe you do it in Australia again. Just because it feels like it should be more than just one match, right? It should be a little bit more than that. And then we're also getting a 4-way tag. Winners get FTR at the at another opportunity, whenever that's going to be. You got Jet Speed. You got the Don Callis family. Damn it. It's just on my screen. Where are you? Get back here. Follow. Oh, here we go. DOA, Young Bucks, Jet Speed, and Don Callis family. So there is a possibility we could be lining up for Bucks and FTR 4. Hey, Nats, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing great. It's, like I said, it's a crazy weekend. My Bills managed to survive the weekend. I don't know how, but they did. Yeah, football's a crazy sport. What can we say here? But, no, we're going on YouTube as well. So once again, everybody, thank you whether you're joining me on Twitch or YouTube. We're just, I'm just making sure I got my stream set up all around the place here, and want to thank everybody for being here. I know a lot of the bigger content creators this week are actually in Dallas for the AMC debut of Impact Wrestling tomorrow night. And honestly, when they're away, the Cats will play, and there's a whole bunch more creators here available for you to check out. So hopefully if you're new here, first of all, welcome. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, follow, whichever platform you're on right now. And just a reminder tonight, we're going to be talking about this all night, but I will be bringing it up right now. After we're done Dynamite tonight, it is episode 2 of Backbreaker Pro Wrestling. We record it exclusively on Twitch, and we post it exclusively over on our Backbreaker Gaming YouTube channel every Monday. We are going to be having Mike the Ref and Kayla J taking on Walker Pipe Guy and Snow Penguin. So every original one of our friends' characters, everybody gets a match before we get into our qualification rumble here. And we'll talk about that with the Royal Rumble match and the stipulations for the arrival tournaments coming up in the next few weeks, because our next 3 weeks are going to be involving tournaments. So mainly because tournaments are very easy to book. But yeah, no, we're getting ready for Dynamite tonight, and it's going to be a fun time. Let me know, chat, what are you expecting to see tonight on Dynamite? Besides the obvious MJF cheating the win. I would assume we're going to get, with Omega, we probably will get Andrade. Just to get that feud back ramped up again, because, well, let's face it, we got Brody King who wants a shot at MJF. We also have Hangman, Swerve. We got a whole bunch of people that are wanting MJF's head, which, let's face it, it's not very surprising. Hey, Homer, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Like I said, I hope everybody's doing great. It is a fantastic week. I know I complained about how busy it was at work, but the reason it is that busy at work is we're in the 40s here in temperature-wise up here in Edmonton, Alberta, and our average temperature this time of year in Fahrenheit is usually around 0, maybe 0 to 10, somewhere in that range. And yeah, we're in the 40s right now, so I will take that as a huge one. All right, but yeah, Dynamite's just about to kick on the air right now, so let's all get back, get your popcorn ready, and get ready for some great matches here. Hey, tonight I have 2 questions for you. Have you tried a new peach mango ginger ale? And what is my favorite fighting game? All right. New peach mango ginger ale. I didn't even know they had it up here in Canada. I do admit I do have Peach Mango as my gamer subs. So are they hiring DJ Williams as the quarterback coach or the OC? Him being the quarterback coach is actually going to be a very good signing here. And favorite fighting game? Okay, quarterback coach, cool. So our favorite fighting game, I'm all over the board on that, to be honest. We do have the Backbreaker Fight Club that we do participate in quite a bit here. I do like a lot of Guilty Gear Strive. I like Street Fighter 6. I like the new Fatal Fury. I do have the Mortal Kombat, but I wasn't grown up on a block button, so Killer Instinct will always have a place in my heart, the 2013 one. We're starting with Darby and Pac right off the bat. Eugh. I hate questions about favorites because I don't have one favorite and it feels like a cop-out. All right. Uh-oh, we got a bounty. Hangman versus Brian Keith. They're actually putting a rocket on Brian Keith a little bit here. All right, I'll take it. And Zodiac, good to see you here tonight. Good to see everybody here tonight, by the way. Shout out to the Retro Hangover. There'll be a special tribute to them at the end of the stream tonight after we're done the Royal Rumble match. You'll see why in about 3 hours' time here. Wearing the same shirt. Atta boy. Call that a... All right, chat. I got to ask you, what do you think about this ramp? The even level ramp in black? I have so many damn black shirts. I just didn't want to keep wearing... I wanted to wear a different color. I will be picking something else up soon, though, sir. But no, at the end of stream tonight, after the Royal Rumble match, I have the 4 factions. At least the version 1s of all of them that are available here, so... So, is there no Moxley tonight? Moxley showed up to every single show in 2025. And it looks like they may not have someone here for 2020. Oh my God, look at that crowd. I understand it's only 3 sides. Oh, Mox was in the back. Okay, that's very... Well, I see Garcia holding both titles, right? He's basically got everybody's title. He's got Claudio's title and he has Mox's title. So that sort of makes sense. Yeah, he showed up with it. And Darby just said, nope, we ain't doing that. This is going to be interesting how they're going to film this, where they try not to show the other side where there literally is nobody. But look at this crowd. Like, look at this crowd shot from here. It looks like people for miles. Pac better win? I hope so. I know Darby is probably going to win just because it's Darby. It does suck, though, but throw Darby here. And somebody's got to sign up for Mick Foley all in. I wouldn't mind seeing Mick over in good old London in August. Like, look at the view they got right now. Darby wins, lol. Yeah. So how's everybody's week been? Like, I know a lot of it for us is dealt with NFL playoffs if you have your team there. So, and I do apologize publicly right now to Tony Khan because, well, how do I put this here? On behalf of Bills fans, to Tony Khan. Bears Bills Super Bowl. Hey, you know what the scary part is? At the end of 3 quarters of a Bears Bills Super Bowl, it might be 3-3. Like 2 field goals. It might end up being a 35-35 game going into overtime. Darby getting all pissed. Oh, we got a Darby POV cam there. Hey, Michael, good to see you here tonight. Appreciate ya. Glad you get an opportunity to see it live. And that's how you turn things around in one move. Literally one move. Officially, this match hasn't been able to start yet. Oh, God. Pac with a he was trying to go for a belly-to-belly, but the damn cameraman got in the way. Oh, God. All right, well, I believe in the infamous words of somebody out of South Park. You killed Darby, you bastard. Oh, God. Yep, Darby's dead. Let's just throw this. Where is it here? Like, what other way do you explain that move other than ow? I will say that if you're going to hit it, they did hit it perfectly. And Peach Mango I'm in Canada. I'm in Edmonton. Where is it? What part of Canada are you in, Tenor? Sorry if you don't mind me asking. Still have your SNES card? Yeah. The original Calgary. Well, I'm in Edmonton, so it's not like I just haven't been able to find it anywhere. Oh, please finish it now. Sorry, Tenor, but I literally just haven't seen it up here. That's a Walmart should have it. Oh, okay. I'd have to take a look. I'm not like peach mango and ginger ale. I usually end up finding, respectfully, I'm sorry, I talk about body fluid here, but you end up burping a lot with ginger ale. Burping peach mango, that just sounds different. No, and Killer Instinct, yeah. The original KI is the second real fighting game that I've really got into. The first one was Third Strike. And that's just merely because I had one in the arcade, in our local arcade. Oh, God. Nats, I do apologize, but my God, Darby's looking like attention spandex right now. Just the way he's getting thrown around like a rag doll right now. But no, in all seriousness, I figured this would be the way the match went once we actually got it in the ring. And once again, Zodiac, I'm with you. I want Pac to win. Like, unless they're going to do something with Darby relatively soon. Yeah, I'll keep the question mark in there because I don't think so. Zodiac, talking up here, Darby has been booked to the point where he's stunted as a professional wrestler. He's just become what people think of when they think of ECW, GCW. I believe the term you're looking for is spot monkey. And yes, we do know Darby can wrestle. Like, let's not put any hot takes out of the way here on this. We all know Darby can wrestle. However, he's in a bit of a position here where most of the people that he's facing, he doesn't get a chance to use those catch-can wrestling skills. He's usually either being a piñata or he thinks he has to be a piñata in order to win. Like hell, his finisher, you have to hit 3 or 4 coffin drops on most guys to win. And yes, I get it that you're a small person, relatively. But at the same point, like, as much as we think of Darby as a pillar of AEW, I really don't know where they go with them from now. Like, the only thing you really could do at this point, like, is it time for Darby to go heel? Is it time for Darby to go sadistic and maybe just try to play up that side with the viciousness in it? Yes, lean into it. Not fair. Like, if you're going to be sadistic and wanting to do anything to win, most chicken shit heels are like that too. And it would make a lot of sense in many ways. Darby reminds me of old Mick Foley. Mick Foley had and that's the thing. I get it. Anybody who's a daredevil will be, and Tenor, if I get your point, Anyone who is any kind of daredevil and willing to take risks and willing to get beaten up will be known as a Mick Foley character. However, and I get Zodiac's point here, Mick Foley was a teddy bear persona. Like, there's different reasons that you can empathize with Darby Allin versus Mick Foley. With Darby, you're trying to... Darby, essentially, you're cheering for an underdog that just is so small that never got a break. Oh, Jesus. Like, Pac just launched him in the third orbit here. Darby's more Terry Funk than Foley. That makes a little bit more sense. But oh, God. Darby, you better land on your feet on this one. Nope. He dead. He's so dead. Going for an edge? Powerbomb or rate? Oh, God. Okay. Did anybody else forget that the stage was even with the ring? I literally forgot about that one side. I forgot about that one side. My God. You got to think that that back's going to be like... I wonder if somebody's actually going to try and split up that tattoo. At this point, go all Mortal Kombat on him. Oh, he's stirring at 8. Hey, King, how you doing? Hope you're doing well tonight. Once again, hoping everybody's doing well. He gets the double bird. I'd be throwing the brutalizer on right now. Just chilling. I've been doing good. Like, oh, for 5 cents. Now we got... All right. Literally a pop-down spot is going to be the change of the match. Darby's a modern... There you go. I like that one. I'm going to give you a coin for that. So, my American friends, I have to ask you. Since we see the advertisement in the background, have any of you gone to White Castle and got one of those bacon brawl combos yet? Darby, I think he might have dislocated Pac's elbow there. No White Castle down there? Oh, that's fair. Yeah, what do I say? Get the hell out of the way, ref, or I'm going to use you. And guess what? I'm going to use you. He's tapping, and everybody said, oh. Wheeler getting hit with a chair. Is this what's going to take Pac out again? Ha! He goes to put on the wrong ankle, and Pac's like, no, other one, you moron. Well, he just Pillmanized Pac, so at least Pac won't be around for a while now again. And the ref's awake. I don't know what to say about this. The only reason I would... All right, what do they do with this? Here's the question I have for you guys. What do they do with this now? Pac looks like he's going to be out. Darby wins, lol. Like, what do you do with it? Like, it's frustrating because unless Pac's going to be off for a while, which it seems to happen every 3 months that he's off for a while. As we're going to first commercial break full here. Like, it can't be visas. Is it the fact that he's injured that much? That they just want to get this storyline out of the way so that Pac just volunteered to come back for one match to beat him up? Or is there going to be something more to it? I don't know. Like, I really do hope that... I hope they got something planned for Darby that isn't going to be just cruising around the middle and not doing much with it. Like, they got to do something with him to just, turn Darby heel. I think we're doing well. And that's the thing we've been talking about. And you're bang on, Tenorf. Like, Zodiac mentioned it earlier. Like, yes, let's turn him heel. Well, let's see what we can do with him. But do you turn him heel out of this? He's beaten the Death Riders. Like, if eventually you're going to turn the Death Riders face, which I know one of the 5 already is, or essentially is at this point, do you get into a position here where you got to, like, I don't want to say a double turn, but at least you're going to have flip around here, right? Good match, Gerald, to be determined what it means for... Absolutely, I agree with you. Like, where do they go from here? We don't know. But question for you, chat. Who wins the 4-way tonight? I'm just going to throw it out there. We got the Bucks. We got the Gates of Agony. We got Dunkzilla and Doyle. And we also have Jet Speed. Winner of that gets a shot at FTR tonight. Would they run Jet Speed again? Are they going to do Bucks versus FTR 4 on a random Dynamite? You think the Bucks, Tenorf? It wouldn't hurt my feelings if that was the case. Like, don't get me wrong, it's going to be a great match, but do you want to set it up there? Or do you want to wait until you get closer to Revolution? Like, honestly, that kind of match should be seen in front of 20,000 people. Okay, this is the match that they announced off the top of the show tonight. Brian Keith versus Adam Page, which, this will be fun. seeking 15th AEW win. At least they're giving him an entrance. I will say that is the one bonus we have here. And I'm with with Bryan Danielson right now. The fact that he's talking about how packed the roster is for the heavyweight title picture. Yeah, sorry. Always have that thing about. I love that bottom graphic here tonight. You know, they got the flames coming up from underneath, sort of like the flames in IRL in the NHL, trying to come up from underneath. Like I think the Jets are the only team that are lower than the Flames right now in the standings. I would assume Big Bill's going to have something to do with this match. But I really do love Brian Keith as a wrestler. He's a former Defy champion, if you guys are familiar with the indie scene. Basically in the Northwest, like in the Seattle, Portland, all that area there, Defy Wrestling is the preeminent promotion up there. Like, I know we lost a couple super indies here, but there are some very strong indie promotions still around right now. And all over the country. All over the States, all over Canada. Hell, we got two big ones. Yeah, by the way, they're doing a double taping tonight. So Collision will be a pre-tape show on Saturday. Damn. Yeah, I just don't know if Hangman is going to be in the title. Like, yes, he's going to be in the title picture, but does he get another title shot? If he does, he's not going to get it to like Double or Nothing or way up in that range yet. Hey, he just stole Moxley's move. Even Renee came out and said, I like the bounty hunter. He's good on socials. So honestly, like, if you're looking for some super indies to check out, you got Defy in the Northwest. In the California, San Francisco, the Deep West, I'd actually recommend West Coast Pro. They have their stuff up on YouTube. And this is not even including like the GCWs and stuff like that, so. Because GCW, I know a lot of people talk about, they're so big that the Saudi government actually contacted them for next year's WrestleMania. So they can have their own special kind of collective there. I really wonder what next year is going to be like, 2027. I'm more concerned about this year than next year, but Does Tony Khan actually have the guts to pull out Revolution at the Sky Dome that we were talking about, or the Rogers Center, whatever you want to call it? Basically, as trying to set up his own sort of Mania-esque type weekend in North America. Like, they did a pretty good job of it, I think, over for All in Texas. But if you really want to take advantage of it, doing the spring, honestly, as a businessman, you know when you really try to set up an event like that? Right after the first tax refunds come out. That's why you do it in the spring. Everybody's got their tax refund checks. Everybody gets lots of money back from the government, right? Right? But in all seriousness, that's why you see, like, with AEW, you notice they don't have a pay-per-view in January or February. How many people have an extra $50 to kick around for a pay-per-view, even though we know it's going to be good? Like, AEW pay-per-views are, well, I would say more often than not, well worth the money. I don't think we've had one yet that I would say would be not worth the cash. Getting 32.9% of my paycheck deducted now. So you're lining up pretty much to the rest of Canada here. In Canada here, we get it adjusted every year. Like, I'll be honest, I get extra taken off my check every month, so just so I can get it back when the refund season comes up. So just in case I get a extra bonuses or whatnot that I don't know about that I have to pay for. My God, what a view. But no, it's nice to see that AEW is using Big Bill and Brian Keith. Now that, well, let's face it, Jericho's pretty much toast at this point. It would not surprise me in the least if we see Chris Jericho tomorrow. Impact Wrestling having their debut on AMC. Jericho coming out and saying that he gets full credit for another promotion getting another TV deal. Like, you know, he'd be frothed at the mouth of being able to say that. Wow, what an elbow here. See, this is the part where I always get wondering if a crowd's really into it or not. The fact that the wrestler has to do the arm slap to get the crowd moving. I don't mind if you have to do it once, maybe, just to wake him up a little bit. But now he's doing it twice. Like, they can be attentive, they can be happy, they can be great there. It's just... Oh, look out. Nice pin. Except you're pinning yourself there, Brian. Another exploder. What did I miss, Nats? All right, no. I'm assuming it has to do something about Omega, but I'm just happy that we're going to get something exciting tonight, Nats. Most of the socials I've been looking at tonight are involving hockey right now. with the fact that the Rangers are getting spanked 4-0 already. Oh, Hangman said this is enough. Okay. Aubrey. Oh, and there's Swerve with a chain. Here's a question for you, chat. As we see Hangman get the win, as we expected. If we're not going to be able to get Hangman or Swerve into the title picture anytime soon, do we put them in the tag division? Like, do we get them to find a way to boost those tag titles up? Like, Hangman and Omega was one of the most fantastic teams that you could see going in the early days of AEW. It led to the Hangman story of being able to overcome his demons and come back, right? Into a position where he could get the AEW World title back, but or do they find a third person and go for the trios?
Bandido, the winner will lead Maximum Carnage with the AEW World Championship title. Brian, you go and try to collect your bounty now, dumbass.
Go collect your bounty now, dumbass.
Samoa Joe, not man enough to fight me himself, so he hires Brian. He's Samoa Joe. I am going to take everything from you.
Well, last time he said that he burned someone's house down, so.
I got a message for you, MJF. If you just so happen to come out victorious and you keep that championship around your waist, what really means is you actually lost because we will be coming after you.
That's a meme pose right there. That's a meme pose.
2026 now. I got a New Year's resolution. It's been a while since I had a AEW World Championship.
Like I could see so many clips coming out of that little post with the two guys just staring at the camera. That face when you blank, blank, blank. Are we doing a trios out of this? Could we have the three of them? Three of them taking on the Ops for the trios titles? Could you imagine? That's like the Bucks budget for the Pyro's all gone too now. And Hangman just, yep. I see you. I think in Australia, that's the trios match you have. These three against the Ops.
I had my own time etched out for what I had to say, but I figured, why not come out now? Why not come out now when three of the greatest challengers for the AEW Heavyweight Championship belt are standing in the ring right here, right now?
This will be a little bit of an epic moment.
I don't mean to speak for anybody else in this ring, but it feels like all three of us have something to prove. And the thing that I have to prove, not just to myself, but to each and every single one of you,
That you still have it. You still got it.
you all called me the god of professional wrestling. Is that it meant something. And that if you still believe, then I still believe. And I understand that winning a belt, you can't just be an EVP, snap your fingers and make it happen.
No.
From what I understand, I've got to win a couple matches here first. So whether it be friend or whether it be foe, I'm going for that belt.
We need one more. This just seems way too easy to be just three of us here.
There are three of us who want that championship. And unfortunately, this is not a team effort. So if we cross paths on the way to the championship game,
Oh, here we go.
sincerely, if we cross paths, may the best man win.
And Swerve's like, fuck that. I want to win no matter what. Oh, hold on here. I got... that's why. I just had like 30 Discord notifications pop up on my phone, so... So are we going to get somebody else out here right now, or are we... Oh, old Popcorn Fart himself. I told you Andrade's going to be the one. Yeah, old penis head himself. See, let Alexander say it. He's got the best promos of the Callis family right now. Those segments that he does backstage, where everybody's just wrecking stuff in the back, is just... Nats, I'm just going to give you a heads up. They're doing a double taping tonight, so whatever you see, you might not see till Saturday.
But I gotta kind of question his logic, even thinking of associating with a scumbag like you. But now you're back, and now you want the title, right? And you gotta win some wrestling matches. You wanna wrestle, kid? How about you wrestle against the man
Ooh, I like this.
Ibushi's leg?
No. I know what you saw.
And the man who sent you to the hospital, why don't you wrestle the walking weapon, Josh Alexander?
All right, here we got another Oh Canada match here coming up.
Oh, Uncle Don. You see, I could barely hear you over all these people. But what it sounds like, is that you've issued a challenge. And yes, I get it. I do have to win matches. I don't deserve a belt unless I beat some of the best challengers in all of AEW. So Josh Alexander, well, I've got a little bit of time tonight.
Shit, here we go. We're not even going to wait. We're going to have this match tonight. I knew they had to fill in 6 matches, so
would have it. I'm willing to make my record look all that much more sparkling clean for that title belt that's going to be going around my waist. What do you say, Josh? What do you say? Let's go. No!
Archer's like, yeah, go, go, go. All of a sudden, Cal's like, no, wait, oh.
And I guess it's been a while. You forgot how our relationship works. You do what Daddy says.
Daddy.
He decides what matches happen up in here. So you'll get the walking weapon, but when I say it, I say next week on Dynamite.
This crowd's pissed. They were going to get an Omega match. All right, well, we got a reason to watch next week. Not that we didn't have one before.
You know he's going to spend the next 7 days, Brian, coming up with a nearly impeccable game plan to take down Kenny Omega. That's what the Don Callis family does.
Kenny does look very healthy.
Injuring people. He has lots of people to do it. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be next week, but trust me, today was a very big first step, and you all were witness to phase 1
Phase 1.
of Kenny Omega once again becoming your AEW heavyweight champion. Now, I'd love to stay up here and listen to this.
You notice his back's intentionally away from the stage.
Goodbye. Mwah, and good night.
Nats, may I throw a prediction out? And this is where we were talking earlier. And if everything holds, here's my prediction for 2026. The main event of All In will be Will Ospreay versus Kenny Omega for the world title. It will be Kenny Omega as champion against Will Ospreay, the challenger, the winner of the Owen Hart Cup tournament.
Man, I wanted to see. Hold on, Renee. Hey, can you tell that Max partner of yours to never punch me, never hit me, and to never ever suplex me ever again? All right? Yeah, I'll be sure to do that.
Does Kenny beat MJF?
We're gonna stay that match. Pardon?
Double or nothing, probably.
Clearly not dressed to compete, and I don't. This button doesn't. Oh, no. See you soon, John.
Ha! Brody King, John. Oh, God. Cruz is dead. Now the Rose is going to be happy. Double or Nothing is in Double or Nothing is May long weekend in the States. Will Ospreay be good by the... We don't know. And I'm just figuring there may be a possibility. And realistically, you only need 3 matches. And the fact that what I could possibly see is an extra promotional boost. And this is 6 ways of conspiracy here, folks. So feel free to take your own thoughts on all this stuff and put it all together like it is. I think Will Ospreay gets introduced as back to competition. And I understand that it is an all-women's card, but it's a history-making card that he is a part of. The Eve Pro Wrestling show March 8th, where they're having the largest crowd ever for a women's match in England. It's either in Europe or it's around the world, one or the other. It's going to be the largest crowd ever booked for a wrestling show, for a women's specific card. And as a thank you to all the fans, like they're going to bring out Will, have all his flowers for helping out and whatnot. Even though he probably won't want it, he'll be out there. Yeah, I'm back. These women are giving their all. They're an inspiration to me. And With that being said, I am back. Could you imagine the pop from the, and also the viral clips for that promotion out of that? He looked at, well, anybody could look at a suit except for me. He also did look like he was he wasn't exerting anything extra. He was being very cordial, very nice. That was an hour-long ceremony. I'm glad he got to be a part of it. Wrestle Kingdom was great. I haven't had a chance to watch it all, I'll be honest. So many things going on. I don't get a chance to go back and watch a lot of stuff. It's a lot of watch as I go, and that's about it. But I did see some clips from the whole thing, and watching Shibata and Tanahashi get into it right at the end there was actually pretty cool for me. The fact we got to see that interaction.
Carnage, Arizona Financial Arena, right in the heart of Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh,
It looks like it's happening, and it looks like the King is relishing this opportunity.
Cruz is throwing his shoes. Yeah, no. Cruz, you're dead. Cruz is a dead man. Cruz is one of the best comedic wrestlers, I think is the best way to put it. Oh, God. Yeah, that didn't work so well. Gonzo bomb, Gonzo night. I love Excalibur's comment. Do we need do we have a standby match for the standby match? Brody needs the IC. You mean the TNT?
In the main event of Dynamite, I want you to beat MJF's ass from pillar to post.
Oh, the international. Okay.
And after tonight, it will be an honor to step in the ring. The first new AEW champion.
That promo didn't go great. The first challenger for the new AEW champion. He missed 2 words. Oops. Oops. For somebody who's a professional singer. Whoops. That makes me want to make some sliders right now. Crave clutch. 20 delicious sliders and the Craver karaoke machine. The hell is a karaoke machine for that? Singer or screamer? It's all about the choice of music, my friend. Choice of music. Could you imagine they do the Bandido? I could imagine them doing Bandido MJF, like a double title switch real quick. Could you imagine they start pulling the WCW and have like 24 title changes in 52 weeks? I don't think anybody's really that crazy, but it would be surprising if it happened. Well, I tune into. I'm might have it on the background. There's no football going on tomorrow, so I know I'll be streaming during the day, and then during the night I usually at night I'm doing editing. I love this graphic. Davis and Doyle. Caps are playing the Sharks tomorrow. Yeah, that'll be pretty cool. Me and my friends would get stoned and get White Castle Crave cases. That was 30 slot. Oh, okay. I think we used to have one White Castle here in a city 30 minutes south of, or 15 minutes south of Edmonton. But it was in such a ass location to get it. We weren't able to, it basically shut down because nobody was going there, right? We have Crystal, which is Timu White Castle. That's fair. Hope they use Jake Doyle as well. Hey, honestly, having two beef guys as your muscle tag team, that's not the worst thing in the world to have. So did you guys hear about the latest trademark that Ricochet has applied for? Best thing about the Crave case was like $20. Hey, fair. Ricochet going to commentary. Ricochet has applied for the trademark, the Trendsetter. Oh, God, we got Callis and Ricochet in the same area. And the Bucks are back to good old Bucks now. This is actually... So how much does Ricochet go out there and try and steal some of that money? I know, it's Bucks, but... But it's actually pretty cool, the fact that the Bucks are back to their original gimmick. There's like... For all the storytelling that they did... I think this is a year that the Bucks have to go out there and just prove that they are the premier wrestlers in AEW. Or the premier tag team, for that matter. And that's going to be a great story to have with FTR, which... I think the Bucks and FTR could tell a great story. I think FTR is having a lot of trouble with teams that aren't established. All right. This will be a lot of fun for a while now. Let's go. And Doyle just... It's funny. Knight tried to go for a collar and elbow, and Doyle just said, nope, you're going for a body slam. Beautiful drop kicks on both here. And the Bucks trying to take on the big guys. This might not be the best move in the world for these two. Well, sort of chicken fight. All right. That popped me for a second there. That was pretty funny. Uh-oh. Matt's dead. Oh, look at the meat. Look at the meat. And they all fall down. Oh, God. Look at me like a bunch of steaks out there. I love how Ricochet's got like a Barry White voice going right now. Even though he should be, you know. Oh, God, Callis. You got some great excuses all over the place here. Who you guys got tonight? With all four of these guys. Oh, shit. They should have left that view from the ground. Literally picked all four of them up for power bombs. It's nice to see Davis actually get a tag team partner because him working with Fletcher for as many years as he did and just basically being left off onto the side without... Toa just said, nope, Ricochet, I don't care that you're not here. We're going to treat you like you are. Do you like the AEW video game? So, once again, I know it's a wishy-washy answer. I still have it. It's a dual answer. Did I like the game? Yeah, it wasn't bad. I didn't mind it one bit. For the fact that, you know, the gameplay was pretty decent, if not repetitive. Matches were a little short. Did I like paying full price for it? No. It was not worth the money. If you got a value of it for the money, yeah, no, it's not worth it. What it was meant to be, essentially the AEW Fight Forever to me is the Mario Party of wrestling games. You can throw it on for a little bit, get a little bump out of it. The controls are rather simple if you've wrestled any old school video game. But if you try to get into anything intense or any solid playthrough on it, like even the storyline, like the career mode that we did it over 2 streams, but it was way too basic. It reminded me a lot of the WNBA storyline in 2K25, the last one that I picked up. While in the Be a Pro for the men's side, they had all these training drills you can do and whatnot. On the women's side, basically your training was just 3 different... It was 3 different locations to do. Got it for free. With PSN Plus, yeah. No, if you want a fun game to play and just kill an hour, it absolutely is a great game. And for the price that you pay for it, which you paid exactly nothing outside of your subscription, it's going to be a fun game. Are you going to sit there and play it every day nonstop? No. But it's definitely a good way to go through it once in a while. And their little Fortnite-esque other mode was not bad. If I don't even know if the servers are up anymore for it though. Where it's that battle royale mode. Where I got to remember where that one game Rumbleverse, that's it. Remind me of a lot of Rumbleverse with a different set of graphics on it. And if you're not familiar with Rumbleverse, think Fortnite but with wrestling. Except for the fact they have a horse as a weapon in the game. Nothing will beat the 21 AEW tag division, but man, this tag division is so damn good. Absolutely, Nats. AEW right now, if Tony can learn the frickin' book a little better, this may be like, I know they tout about Sports Illustrated, talk about AEW being the promotion of the year. Oh, God. Oh, God. That was an attempt at a clothesline that just did not work. And Bailey just got dumped. If Tony Khan can book not like the women's division, the tag team division, if he can get them up a little bit compared to what they had before, they have all the pieces. And I know they said that it's the SI promotion of the year, blah, blah, blah. But this might be the year. Well, let's say AEW gets their act, or WWE gets their act together. And yes, I do know that things have gone well so far to start a couple weeks here. I got a feeling they will in some spots. Oh, there you go. There's another 2 tag teams. Andrade and Angelico? All right. Angelico is a dead man once again. Kick sail around. Ricochet, yeah, like, don't be a dick. Yeah, I'm going to be anyway. Nice sweep into the knee. My God, Bailey. Jet speed has a shot. Like, I honestly think this is the one you do jet speed on. You do jet speed here. You save the bucks for maybe Revolution. They're 2 big bulking guys with black tights on. It's hard to figure out which one's which, right? With beards. Oh, God, this is not going to be good. Outrunners for tag champs? Let's go with that. Kevin Knight with a save at literally the last second. I love the timing there. All right, this is going to suck somehow. Desperately missed. You're not going to see the guns for a while. Well, you want to break somebody's back. That's the way to do it. I love how Khan just like, nope, we're going to take a little time here. Super kick for you, super kick for you. And we'll give 2 super kicks for you. Oh, no, 1 low, 2 low, 1 high, 2 high, 3 high. Let's get to 4 high. Here comes Bailey. Nope, 1 over the top. Oh, God. Oh, no bounce on Bailey there. Oh, and Ricochet breaks up the cut. Okay, here we go. And Perry comes on. All right, well, that's how they're going to get them out of the match. And this is how you get the Bucks out of the match. And there goes security running after Perry and Ricochet. This is how you get Jet Speed the title shot. That works. Oh my God. How do you make somebody a beast? My God. Doyle with a shot there. Wow. Davis and Doyle. Who would have thought that would have been the matchup against FTR? Now FTR's got to play face in that? Got to build Doyle, yeah. Honestly, having these 2 guys as the big brutes that are going to take out everybody, it wouldn't be the worst feeling in the world. It's so funny because I don't think people are really worried about this. The fact that it is 2 heel teams. By the way, one little shocking point, if you guys haven't checked it out, Dax decided to no longer be a part of social media, so that was interesting to say the least. It was no rhyme or reason or anything about it, just literally dropped his X account. So I really wonder what's coming out of that. Current situation, FTR needs a break. They're amazing, but they need a break. But tag division kind of sucks. No one's really there to take the mantle. Social media hellscape good for him. Yeah, absolutely. Like I'm not doubting the guy. I'm not getting on the guy for doing it. Just it's just the timing just seems a little weird, right? Oh, and Dax gets his shoe back. I'm assuming next we're going to get the women's trios match with the Cosmic Babes of Wrath, aka Champ, taking on. There we go. And the Triangle of Madness coming out here. No, but honestly, watching everything going on right now, and yes, I understand social media is a hellscape. I don't think anybody can honestly deny that. But if Tony Khan actually sits down and focuses a little more on the tag teams, a little bit more on the women's, and is actually allowed to give more time to the women's on Wednesday nights, because I would love to see 2 matches for the women on Wednesdays like they do on Saturdays. Like, I don't think that's asking too much, right? Like, it almost makes me wonder why they only do one on Wednesdays, but I feel it's a bit of a underindulgence for the women in that case. And same thing with the tag division. Like, a match like this is a good one to get everybody showcasing, yeah, we do have a good tag division. We even have Bandido that they could still put together to use. But as we move forward here, like, AEW's got to find a way to ride this momentum. Like, if any tide is going to get turned in the wrestling landscape, and don't get me wrong, I don't feel that there is going to be a ton that's going to change. Shingo Takagi and Natsupoi are married now, and a bit disappointed too. But Natsupoi is one of my all-time favorite. I'm just absolutely. Thank you for popping in, Japanese wrestling, women's wrestling movement. Do you think Sting wrestled too long into his career? Do you think we'll get? No, we're not going to get another match. Sting is retired. Like, Sting literally had his last his last signing with face paint. Like he said, he's not doing any more signings with face paint anymore. I think he's the only time we might see Sting back. And this is I think it's going to be more of a manager than it is actually a wrestler, is if Steve Borden gets onto the main roster. Like, if you haven't heard, his son of Sting actually has been on Ring of Honor, I believe, twice now. But he's working in the Northwest as well for some promotions and such. So.
Discretion is advised. AEW Dynamite Maximum Carnage coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. Fans, we want to take a moment to acknowledge the passing and send our condolences out to the friends, the family, the fans of Bob Weir, the legendary guitarist and songwriter, founding member of the Grateful Dead, and also
Oh, wow.
Tony Khan passed away earlier this week.
Lead guitarist of the Grateful Dead passed away today, apparently. Or this week.
Looking like a pretty big night for Scott Fight on Collision, because we have 2 big matches.
Marina Shafir.
Insane Steel.
You know me, which is why last week it took 2 people to jump me. Unlike these other girls, I bully bullies.
And Don Callis family, we have a little bit of a history with you guys. We know exactly how you guys move and operate. Like moving undefeated. We could change that. Well, what about Kyle Fletcher? It's his big return to TV tonight. He ain't ready. Which leaves us with one person, Josh Alexander. You know, your sights are so focused on Kenny Omega that you are now ready
I'll get to your comment in just a second here.
that we can clean that up. Everybody's thinking about what's next. You should be focused on what's now. Because the morning doesn't matter if you can't survive the night.
Wow, that is a hell of a promo. Think about that. How do you make it to the morning if you can't survive at night? TNA has lost Grace, Hendry, Motor City Machine Guns, Cardona, Alexander Speedball, Jake. There's going to be roster movement all over the place. It's not how you want to go into it. Honestly, you just want to have a solid roster, period. To me, the bigger faux pas than what you have seen here, I think TNA is going to be fine. Are they going to blow things out of the water when it comes to things? No, I don't think so. But the fact they're having AJ Styles on their debut, I think they're going to see Jericho on their debut. But the big misnomer for me is the fact that they have Killer Kelly and Jake Something promos that they announced with it. They basically created stuff without the wrestlers actually being signed, and now they're on other shows. My heart is stealing. I'll do that for you first, and I'll also give you that. Good to see you here tonight, Vic. Tommy Jr. said it was a transfer portal. Shut up and enjoy your faves. That's what he would say. That is definitely what he would say. I don't know why the audio didn't go out for the hydrates for the thirsty. Once again, thank you. Oh, it went off for you. It didn't go off for me. Maybe I just got my speakers off low. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer says a lot. Tommy Dreamer worked in ECW. So there's one thing you learn in ECW more than anything else. And remember, in ECW, a lot of the time when you were there, you had stars that literally would bail day of show to go sign with WCW, WWF. And literally, you have to play up the story and move forward. So, of course, Tommy's going to say something like that. I say point blank, you have a beefy bastard like Jake Something on your advertising to show up on that show, you better have a beefy bastard to show up that show. The Babes of Gold? Still think that's better than the Cosmic Babes of Wrath, but at least that term at least goes with everybody there. Interesting how everybody's wearing black tonight. Except for Sky, she's always wearing blue. At least a little bit of blue. Sorry, just cheap joke there. Sky Black, yeah. Oh, God. But yeah, in the whole thing going forward, we missed the fact that Andrade's coming back on Saturday. We're going to have Kyle Fletcher working here on Saturday. We got another trios match going on Saturday with Skyflight there. I do like the fact that they are having an established tag team division. Like they're actually having tag team wrestlers trying to challenge for the championship. Even if it is one wrestler, like faction on faction for the titles. Just like AEW 20. Not for the women's division. Mainly because there is an AEW tag title now. And they can focus on this a little bit more. Like, yes, they had a very strong roster, but they never had the ability to work tag matches for any other reason than we're friends and we want to fight. And for me, that just doesn't do it enough. I wonder how long Fletcher's a part of the Callis family still. I liked it a lot better than you did, Nats. Let's put it that way. I'd say at least an 8, if not higher. But I really don't. I'll be honest. I don't judge things until I see the whole thing. Like, oh God, Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford are back in action. That means Penelope's back in gear. Let's do this. And we'll do this very well. Perry and Bowens for, okay, winner gets the national champion. Yeah, I think that's a very solid way to put it there, Zodiac. Wrestling 8, storytelling 6. Because in terms of some of the stories, like, I'm never going to blame somebody for botching a promo. Brody did. Let's just not. Let's call a spade a spade. Brody missed a couple words and made a line make completely no sense to anybody except anybody who's actually watched wrestling for a while. And then you got. It seemed like the Kenny Omega story just. It almost ended up being a punchline. It almost ended up being an MJF promo almost in a way. The Kenny Omega, like first we had Hangman and Swerve. Then they had their little spiel. Then Omega comes out and have his little spiel. And then Callis comes out and has his spiel. And it bordered on being too long. Now, Nats, I got to be wondering for you, which of the last 2 lines did he nail properly? Because, you know, the eggplant also has a whole different meaning to that, right? But I joke. But, and then just having Darby win, like, all right, I'll give you a horn just for you. I want to see where they go with Darby and Pac, both sides, where they go, because either that is absolutely great booking or that is WTF booking. At this point right now, it does feel like it's not worth it, having Darby win that. I understand what the accomplishment is, the fact that he's now beaten all the Death Riders, like literally all of them. But also, at this point, what do you do with them? Like, it's almost like he needs a reboot the same way that Omega did, same thing that FTR does. Do you keep Darby off your screen for a little bit now? Or do you have him, like, turn heel and go after Briscoe To me, Briscoe and Darby, with Darby as a heel, that actually would be a pretty decent match if you ask me. Make people want to see Darby? Yeah, exactly. Like, Aubrey, fish hooking is illegal. I wonder if she figured that out yet. Because literally she's ripping her face apart. Sorry, my autofocus decided when my hands went out that I went that way. Or that way, so. But if any of the ladies on the champion side get pinned here, I can see 3 title matches coming up. Never watch wrestling with kids. They're going to try and do... I've never had that problem. Like, kids... You know what? I'd rather have them try it out with you versus trying them out at, on their friends at school and screwing up and getting injured, getting somebody else injured. But you can also show them why it's dangerous when they do it, right? You just got frog splashed. Well, I hope you're not completely winded out. Just didn't expect it? Yeah. Well, you do know what the response is, right, Tenorf? I believe powerbomb on the couch is where we go with that now. Blue Thunder Bomb there. Willow doing some work. Everybody oh God. The power on the couch was delivered. Got to get the down pipe there because that's where they're headed, right? Oh, God. Oh, God. Harley's going to get pinned, isn't she? Nope, she gets the roll out of the ring treatment. Stat Daddy goes to work. And Nightingale just said, screw this, we're finishing this now. Tag was made. Statlander's legal, though. And there's the... All right, there we go. Wow, let's go. Well, we just got 2 title matches booked. All right, folks, I do apologize. I do apologize for the run back there. It's a meld thing. It's the only bad thing I have with this streaming software. Once per stream, they always have this issue.
Guys, I'm here with Jet Speed. Gentlemen, an unfortunate loss for you out there tonight and actually off to a pretty rocky start to 2026. How are you guys going to turn things around?
Renee, it's been rough. You guys. Oh, just me, I love you guys, man. Speedball, we used to be tearing it up all around the world, We haven't been able to mix it up here in AEW yet, but when we do, trust me, it's going to be fireworks. Kevin, Jet. When I was world champion, one of the names I brought up into Tony Khan's office was your name. Kevin Knight. You're the future of this business. Trust me. Your time's coming.
How do you continue to respond to being called the future of the business? I mean, how do you react to that?
Neither one of them are going to get a word in, are they?
Chance to challenge for the World Tag Team titles, but not for the Trios Championships. I told Samoa Joe that I was going to take everything from him. I took Hook from him, and this Saturday, I take the Trios Championships from him in Phoenix. Hangman, Jet Speed, against the odds. I will see you guys on Saturday.
Uh,
Are you for real right now? Yeah, for real. Yeah, it's a match. I'm making it right now. See you Saturday.
all right. Well, out of nowhere. They literally do not have to do a promo and they got a title match. It's a way to do things, that's for sure. All right, we got main event coming up right away here. And all right, so yeah. Swerve and Hangman giving Jet Speed the rub here. And yeah, I got a feeling that's probably going to be the main event next week. Or on Saturday, sorry. So that runs in a perfect segue here to come up with what's coming up next week, or for the next week here. Next time we're going to be live on YouTube is Saturday with the AEW Collision Sidecast, Maximum Carnage style. We'll be here for that, as well as my GM week 7 and 8 of season 3. We're getting close to wrapping things up on the GM side. I'll let you guys know, and this is going to back up to what we're doing after tonight. I'm going to explain everything as we go, but tonight, after AEW Dynamite wraps up, it is our second edition of Backbreaker Pro Wrestling. We are going to have our opening contest so that everybody who is a affiliated fan, not just I didn't want to pay Tony Khan the extra money for the athletes I got coming in. So, and that'll give you a bit of a hint about what we're going to be doing here. We are going to have Mike the Ref and Kayla J taking on Walker Pipe Guy and Snow Penguin. So Snow Penguin gets her first in-ring action this week on Backbreaker Pro Madness. And then following that, we are going to have a 20-person Battle Royal for the free spot, the buy, in the Backbreaker Pro Arrival Tournament, which will be going on over the next 3 weeks before BPW Arrival, which I will get into more details in the second half of the show. It's going to be a little bit crazy. I don't have all the graphics done, but you're going to understand what we're doing here. But tomorrow we'll be here. Hopefully I get my handles for the Joy-Cons. We're going to be Mario Galaxy once again. We might even wrap up for that because next week we're doing the Microsoft Xbox Showcase to start off. And usually they have a show drop of something we'll probably want to check out. And then once again, Saturday. So, like I said, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The plan is to get in here with a little bit of 4T and IT, but we'll see how work treats me here. Like I said, last week I could barely move after I got home from work, so that's why streams were canceled. But we definitely will be here next Wednesday. Josh Alexander and Kenny Omega for the, to get Omega a win to get towards the Championship. What the fuck? Sorry, pardon my French, just coming out of the break. No fancy anything. The Rascals are coming to AEW. Well, there's your shot, TNA. You just lost 3 of your guys. Okay, so they were teaming up to take on LFI, so this is how they get this title shot. All right. All right. But do they need the rub? Both showed that they could do in the C2. Here's the thing. When it comes to the C2, yes, they proved they could run. However, you also got to remember that more often than not, when it comes to the C2, you remember the guys who won, the guys who lost royally, and some memorable moments. Like just being in the C2, I don't even think people remember half the people that were in this year's C2 when it comes to next year. What is he coming out as? Folks, help me out here. This almost looks like a Tekken reference here. Or is that a DC character? Super Shredder? I don't know. This is going to be a lot of fun, this main event. Like, you go through all the run that Bandido's gone through this past year, just like Bryan Danielson's doing right now. Bandido is a main event character. He should be in the main event position. I love how people are booing MJF with the scarf in their hand. Like, hello? So, yeah, the big announcement that just dropped, the Rascals are in AEW. And you tell me that isn't a shot from Tony Khan to TNA? Not that it really needs to be. Let's just get that clear. But getting that announcement out before the TNA show debuts on AMC. And that's another 3 guys that TNA doesn't have now. Oh, and it lights up too. I wish this was a no DQ match. I would keep that sword in my hand. Just beat the living crap. Like, that would be video game Mortal Kombat style. And, of course, the banner that nobody can see behind. Wesley versus Takeshita, please. I will give you that one, and 5 times on Sundays, folks. No, this will be a fun main event. They're giving them about 15 minutes to ride plus extra time. I don't think we're going to run too much overtime tonight because they are doing a double taping. But I do hope somebody comes and grabs that 6 pounds of gear away from the ring. Oh, there goes the security guy. Having 3 promotions, awesome. Absolutely. So happy to be wrestling. And you know what? And it's the fact you get a chance to watch whatever you want, whenever you want. It is also necessarily a bad thing, too, with the fact that you don't have all the time in the world to watch it all. But it also pushes every promotion. MJF's like, yeah, get my damn belt out of the way here. MJF, once again, always making friends and, influencing people. Just what he needs to do. But yeah, no matter what you're wanting to watch this week, whether it's you're watching SmackDown, you're watching Raw, you're watching TNA, you're watching NXT, you're watching MLW, you're watching the Indies. There's just a lot of great wrestling out there. It's straight up. OVW. Then there's also Mission Pro. There's like if you like wrestling, there's always something for you. Even more so than before. And with this age of technology. And my biggest recommendation to you is just I'll be straight up. The reason why I watch AEW is the fact that it is 2 hours, 2 times a week, and there's very little filler in the middle. So they value my time as much as I value their time. So that's why I started watching it, and now I'm just hooked. But I will not fault anybody for watching any other promotion for any other reason. I love watching Bandido. Like, for everything that Bandido can do, and just MJF is so, like, he is a blue chipper. We all know he is. But yeah, he's going to be taking on Alec Price. MJF is on an indie show. Like, the AEW title is being defended on indie promotions. Which I know a lot of people would say that demotes it. I think it actually raises it. The fact that AEW is willing to work with as many promotions as they do. Whether it's New Japan, CMLL, Defy. I'm trying to remember the promotion where Alec Price is. They're having that title at. Forgot Wesley's been it. So did I, to be honest. Desmond Xavier? Oh, yeah, that might have been in the dark days, maybe. But that's about it. Yeah, Cage Match. Yeah, like he was brought in as enhancement in between his time in TNA and WWE, right? And I do believe that's both times, not just the one. So yeah, I would like honestly I don't even consider those because Desmond never really got into the role that he is now just because of that. But honestly, what I'd like to see is when the Ops retain on Saturday, which I feel they will, I think that's when you debut the Rascals. You put the Trios titles on the Rascals? Honestly, give me Rascals versus Bucks and Perry any day. Like, that'll be a ton of fun. How many different Callis family routes can they go? Well, I'm assuming Alicia likes the hip movement like that, but... Once again, working on that shoulder. Oh, go right on that arm. Yep. That is a perfect setup right there. Desmond versus Ricochet. Yeah. Rascals versus Demand. Like, you could literally throw, like, when it comes to the Rascals, they work so well together and or separately that you can get so many matches out of that setup here. And it also makes me wonder, like, we're going to start seeing, and I never want to see this. Skyflight, yep. Absolutely. Throw them in Skyflight. Throw them with Skyflight, sorry. But it also, you know, we are going to start seeing some releases going on or contracts not being renewed, because this is that year where a lot of the 2023 contracts are going to be going. Like, at the beginning of AEW, they did a bunch of wrestlers sign 3, 4, and 5 year contracts. And a lot of them just re-up for the same terms. So anybody that was like 2023 contracts, they had 3 years, they're going. 2022 with 4-year contracts, they're going to be up this year. Queen Aminata announced today that she got re-up for another year. Her contract got extended, which I believe is an injury extension, but extension nonetheless. Because realistically, if TK wanted to get rid of her, he could have. Once she's healed up, of course, because that's what AEW does. When shock you if Hook leaves? You know what? I'm not worried about anybody leaving. I do think there's enough wrestling for everybody out there, whether they go to any of the big three or decide they want to do the independent route. Personally, I want to see everybody flourish. Yeah, like, everybody's got to get paid, right? But you can only get so much TV time with everything that's going on, right? So if you're bringing in a Rascals, that's 20 minutes every while that you're not going to be able to give to somebody else. So who are that somebody else? That's the thing. Hook in TNA, Hook in NXT, Hook in WWE, Hook in MLW. Like, it was just announced today that Joe Coffey is going to be a battle riot for MLW. So I love how MJF, like, he does not have to work a very strenuous match to get himself over here. Takes his time. Old Southern wrestling at its finest. You take your time. Let the guy beat himself up. I hope so. You got 4 minutes left in the show here, so I hope you're on your last break. Oh, here we go. Three amigos. Oh, no, that's two MJF, not one. You notice MJF's going straight for the arm, not for the head? Could not fight it. My God, Bandido, like, he just has a way of having the crowd get behind him the way that he does. Danielson knows how to tell a story. Like, he's learned from JR. And honestly, like, the guys that worked ROH for as many years as they did, Tony, I find Tony's storytelling ability in a match isn't as good as JR's. JR, frankly, is one of the best ever in telling a story. And Danielson knows how to just go with that. MJF literally just, oh God. That arm is about to break. Over the top and into the cracker. At this point, adrenaline, I think adrenaline will carry him through more than anything else. And MJF once again crawling in, crawling out. MJF just saying, nope, I'm going to the crowd. I'm going to chill out. Oh, fuck. Pardon my French, but is Bandido actually going to reach him from there? Yep. You want to talk about skill? Like, that was a reach. My God, that looked great. Like, right on the money, over the barricade, doesn't get scorpioned at all. Two-belt Bandido? Yeah, well, we can have that again. I would not have a problem with that. And then Brody versus Bandido? To me, that would be a lot of fun. Like, we also got to remember Brody's in line now, too, right? Like, Brody said he'd do the first title shot after Bandido wins. My God, Poison. Oh, God. MJF's so good at that 2-count cover. Or 2-count kick out, sorry. We just hit the top of the hour here. Flip over the top. Boom. Down. Let's go. So yeah, we're going into a bit of OT here. Just going to fire up the old Xbox while I'm waiting here. Go for that 21 plex. Cost him on that shoulder. Boot to the face. Try to go for the heat seeker. Very nice. Slingshot cutter worked out really well there. Literally out of nowhere. Did you hear the entire crowd chanting fight for... I still think the biggest misnomer was not getting Fight Forever added to... That chant put into the game. They've had that happen so many times, and it just they decide not to add it in there. Blocked twice. Tried to go for the cutter. Oh, here we go. Shooting star press. That was close.
Was that Bandido's best shot? Look at this. The form, the accuracy of the shooting star press, but MJF still able to kick out. And you see how slow Bandido is to capitalize, Brian. Yeah, and that was a great cover by Bandido, but he didn't have enough strength in his left arm to fully grab that leg.
Here comes the 21 if he gets it. Very nice reversal by MJF there. Oh, wow. That was within a hair. And Remsburg's just sweating right now. He's down on a knee, though. But he can't cover. And no, saw the earth. He was suckering him in. Oh, now into the crossface. Oh my God, Danielson's like, what the hell? You notice he won't do the full finger. He just does a bent finger. He's out. It was a battle. It was a good one. A little anticlimactic with the finish there and the finger in the pass out, but I'll give it was a hell of a match. And MJF always pulls out these winners, right? Now does Brody come down? I don't know if the miking is weird, but it just sounds like. So now MJF's got to cut a promo as he's half dead.
Bandido, when they said you were going to be an AEW World Champion, I laughed. But after wrestling you, it seems very apparent they're right.
Just not today.
Bandido, as much as it pains me to admit this, you're going to be a world champion one day. In all elite wrestling. Which, unfortunately, means I have to do this.
All right, this is where Brody comes out, and this is where they set up the next feud. Even the crowd knows what's coming. All right, we found our next feud right now. Did Excalibur spoil anything there?
To intervene, to protect the mask, to protect the humiliation of Bandido by MJF. Brody King and Bandido like brothers.
Please tell me Excalibur just misspoke.
Tag team, even before they got here to AEW.
All right, we're fading to black. We're good. Sorry, sometimes in life you just get WWE-ized, right? And they got to do a double taping, so they're really going to have to wrap things up in a hurry here. But no, overall tonight, I think Zodiac nailed it on the head. You got an 8 for the matches, 6 for the storytelling. I'd almost bump it up to a 7 for storytelling for what happened here in the last two matches with Stat getting pinned by Tekla, setting up that feud, and then also having Brody King come out to set up the end. You bumped it up to a 9 out of 10. I would say 8, 9, somewhere in there. Pretty decent show. We know we got some good stuff coming up next week with Omega and Alexander and Now we got the Rascals probably showing up next week, if not Saturday. I do love the fact that I just find it such trolly that TK put that script out the day before, that little graphic out the day before the AMC debut of Impact. It just no the Collision I'm talking about. Sorry, the TNA show tomorrow. That the Rascals got that little graphic the day before the debut on AMC. So that's right, there is. Was it No Surrender or something? Yeah, same time as Collision. So yeah, there's Petty A, Petty B. We're gonna be watching Collision here on Saturday. But yeah, overall tonight, like the fact that we didn't get the winners as expected with with Doyle and Dunkzilla getting a tag title match against FTR and having two heels going at it ain't going to be that bad because everybody wants FTR to eventually lose. Even if it's to the Don Cal, like we want to see how much we hate the FTR. Do we hate them that much that we actually want the Don Callis family to have the tag titles? Who knows? Kenny Omega fighting all, he's getting his first match back against Josh Alexander. Oh, it's Genesis. Okay. Yeah, first pay-per-view of the year will be Genesis. That makes sense. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up our first half of the show here, and that's also gonna wrap up our night here over on the YouTube side. For those watching on YouTube, twitch.tv/MikeTheRef, we're gonna get going here in about 5 minutes time here with Backbreaker Pro Wrestling episode 2. We are going to be starting out with Mike the Ref and Kayla J taking on Walker Pipe Guy and Snow Penguin. And then we're going to be following that up with our 20-person Battle Royal, which is going to introduce everybody that is part of the initial roster here, including some favors I pulled out from good old TK. And, well, how do I put this properly? I think I raised somebody from the dead for one person as well, but we'll talk about that when we get in there. For those watching, like I said, whoever's watching on YouTube, twitch.tv/MikeTheRef. Always fun to be there. Next time we're going to be on YouTube is on Saturday with Collision. But as always, folks, thank you for being here, and we'll see you all here next time on the Backbreaker Video YouTube channel.